And we have a go for auto sequence start. Discovery's onboard computers have primary control of all the vehicle's critical functions. Start, 2, 1, boost ignition, and liftoff of the Space Shuttle.
Welcome to the Launchpad. I'm your host, Harry Washington, and for those of you who don't know about Pursuing a Dream Corporation, Pursuing a Dream Corporation encourages students to pursue degrees and careers in areas of science, technology, engineering, and math. Today's segment is focusing on youth and leadership. And today's guest is Miss Chanya Davis Johnson of derf. Chanya, welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Now tell our viewers a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm a native of Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana. I grew up in an urban city area. I went to undergrad and graduate school. I went to undergrad in New Orleans, but I went to graduate school at the University of Northern Iowa, and then I came here to Washington, D.C. back in 1999 to work on Capitol Hill.
Right. And for those of our viewers that aren't familiar with derf, tell us about derf.
derf is a youth leadership program, so it's the Davis Johnson Education Resource Foundation. We started the foundation back in 2005 to provide more access to young people to be able to come to Capitol Hill and get an experience. We focus on 3 areas, which is academic success, civic participation, and entrepreneurship and money management. And so it's a day-long summit that we host at the United States Capitol, where we're partnering with members of Congress, other elected officials, along with a host of federal employees and lobbyists and from private industry. And so what we really do is try to get young people to understand that it's important that they take personal responsibility for themselves, that they understand that they are responsible for cultivating a leader within themselves.
Now, what sparked the idea for the youth summit?
What sparked the idea is back in somewhere in 2004 or 5, I was working for Congressman C.A. Dutch Ruppersberger on Capitol Hill.
Okay.
And I had not really seen a lot of young people come into Capitol Hill to advocate or lobby for whatever issues it was. And this particular time, there was a young boy from Baltimore County, or Baltimore City Public Schools, who came to talk to the congressman. And when I saw his interest in it, I said, I need to create more opportunities for young people. And so from that moment on, I began to plan out, okay, I want to have Executive Youth Leadership Summit. So I started in the District of Columbia, training their students through what I call the Student Leadership Advisory Council.
Okay.
And then their culminating activity was the actual summit.
Okay.
And I invited neighboring schools, community-based organization, and other nonprofits to get involved, parents and things like that, to participate in the summit.
Right. Hey, but you've done other things involving leadership in youth, am I correct?
Yes.
What are some of those things? Give us an idea.
I mean, often I'm asked to do graduation speeches. I go travel. This past June, I was actually in Nairobi, Kenya, speaking at about 4 schools about youth leadership and why it's important that young people take personal responsibility for themselves. The other thing is that I've authored 2 books, Positive Affirmations for Success, and then the L Factor, which is sort of really reinforcing what I believe young people need as it relates to positive youth development. And so that's what I've done, a lot of speaking and training around that.
Why is it important that we develop leadership skills in youth?
It is, I mean, to me, it's really a no-brainer. And I think because our young people are the future, I mean, we need to make sure we have people in the pipeline to take our positions, whether we're in Congress, whether we're CEOs of corporation. Leadership skills are essential just for basic everyday living. We're always going to have people that are going to be following, but everybody is following and leading. And so it's a cycle continuously. Some people are leading, some people are following. But I think it's important that if we all have the posture that I'm a leader and I'm willing to cultivate the leadership skills I need, whether it be public speaking, whether it be writing, whether it be communicating with success, whether it be understanding your purpose in life, all of that is centered around leadership.
How do you get youth to become interested in leadership? Because you've had more experience than maybe a lot of people. But how do you get them interested?
What I do is I meet them where they are. I found out what young people are interested in, and that's where I meet them. You know, most young people are like, oh, I don't want to be a leader because they don't want to be pegged as being a nerd or whatever the case may be. But what I do is I say, well, guess what? You actually are. What did you do? You know, I may ask them about examples and things like that. But the first thing, young people have to know that you care before they embrace or accept anything. And so I first show them that I really do care, and I'm very interested in their lives and what they become in the future and things like that. So it's about really opening myself up to them, letting them know I've been where they are in most cases. I don't come from a family with money necessarily. We had plenty of love and hard work and all of those things. So I really meet the young people where they are. I don't push it over their head or anything like that, but I see the potential in every person. technically.
So when students come to the Youth Leadership Summit,
Yes.
what can they expect?
Oh my God, it's a day long, so it's a full day, so you definitely have to have all your Wheaties and breakfast treats and all of that good stuff.
Okay.
But basically, we take them through what we call 3 modules, and they come in the morning, they check in at our United States Capitol Visitor Center, and we bring them through 3 modules, which is academic success, civic participation, entrepreneurship, and money management. Those sessions run concurrently. At about noon, we have a general session where we have the parents and the young people, because we have a session called Parenting the Executive Leader, where we give parents the tools that they need to continue to encourage their kids. And once they do that, lunchtime, they go through their General Assembly, then they have lunchtime. Then we take them on a tour of the United States Capitol, and then we end it with a picture on the Capitol steps, and then everybody go their ways. And our organization is really a seed-based organization. We like to plant seeds in young people. We know that they're not with us throughout the year, although I'm in contact with them because they're on Facebook. They're doing a lot of different things to maintain contact with me. Parents are calling me to come and coach their kids about what it is they're doing in school and how they can maybe win their student government election. And so that's sort of where we are. And so we're doing a whole lot of things. But it's a day-long summit. You can expect to be with us from like 8 to about 3 o'clock p.m. So like a school day.
Now,
fun.
I guess the last point we're going to make, what suggestions would you give to parents in terms of to promote these leadership skills in their child?
What I would do is, one, you have to be very supportive. You want to have a welcoming environment for them. You want to expose them to programs like mine and some of the others that you're going to learn about today. And you just want to really put them in a place where they can be exposed to it. The kids are going to naturally gravitate to what they're most interested in. But if you continue to encourage your kids with positive affirmations, every day my daughter wakes up, she say, I'm born for greatness, I'm a leader. She say things like that, so therefore she believes them. She's 8 years old. But I believe that if, we as parents and then community really embrace our young people and let them know that we're expecting nothing but greatness from them, then most likely that's what they're going to give us in the end.
Excellent. We'd like to thank our guests, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I'm your host, Harry Washington, and today, remember, our segment is dedicated to youth and leadership. Today we're joined by 2 members of the Youth Leadership Foundation, Ms. Michelle Wittig and Ms. Janea Nelson. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Hi, thank you for having us.
Tell our viewers a little bit about yourselves.
So my name is Michelle Wittig, and I've been with YLF for about a year, and I am the Senior PALS Program Director. So we work with about 600 students in the DC area in tutoring and mentoring.
Excellent, excellent. Janea?
My name is Janea Nelson. I'm a native Washingtonian, and I actually just started with my position with the PALS program. I'm the associate director, and I come alongside Michelle and kind of help her with the day-to-day operations of the program.
Right, because both your programs are located in Northeast. The PALS program is located in Northeast, am I correct?
Correct.
And the TAP program is located in Southeast.
Correct.
Right. So what kind of students do you get in your program?
Our students are from all over. They mainly are performing mid-range academically, and we boost them up in academics by, taking that mid-range student and having them reach their potential and becoming A, B students.
Excellent, excellent. Now, Janelle, why is leadership important to developing students?
Right, that's a great question. I mean, there's several ways to answer that, but I guess 2 main ways that youth leadership development is so important. The first being just for the student's own personal success and attainment. This is more about just promoting success versus, preventing delinquency. It's about giving them the skills they need to set goals for themselves and learn self-discipline so they can attain their goals. And then the second is just that it's just so important for their communities so that, as they learn these skills, they're able to invest in their communities and society at large. So
now, what particular philosophy do you use? What particular philosophy or model does your program use?
Right. Youth Leadership Foundation is based on 4 main pillars. That's our foundation. Those being academic excellence, character formation, personal mentoring, and parental involvement. At YLF, we believe that parents are the primary educators of their students. In addition to that, our organization works in close conjunction with a Catholic institution called Opus Dei. And their main work is just to promote the ability for their members through their work and daily activities to draw closer to God and at the same time serve their communities, improve society at large. So we work closely with them, and they assist us in our character formation and our mentoring, the training of our mentors. So, yep, those are those set the foundation for the work that we do.
Excellent. So, Michelle, describe to our viewers, what is the structure for both of these programs?
Well, we accept students in grades 3 through 11, and we have two main programs. The first is our school year program, which is 100% volunteer-based. Our school year program, we have tutoring and mentoring on Saturday mornings. We tutor in math and English and have a character class. Each student has their own personal mentor. So they take 10 to 15 minutes out of the day just to talk, see what's going on, you know, how are you in your daily life, what are your goals, how are we going to get there. So that's what they talk about in their mentoring. We also have an extracurricular activity. So this year, for the girls, we're doing dance, which is fun. Our second main program is our summer program. And this is an all-day, Monday through Friday, summer school, summer camp. It's a summer school in the fact that we reinforce our core classes. So math, science, history, and English. So it's a summer camp in the fact that we go on field trips every Friday. So we go to the pool, we go to different areas around DC, down to the mall, you know, different museums and things like that.
So you incorporate culture into it as well. Like
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Excellent. So, but what's the main difference between a TAP program and a PALS program? So if a parent's looking at a website, what could they look for in terms of the difference between those two programs, the TAP and PALS?
The main difference is that we are gender separated.
Right,
Right, so the girls program is located in Northeast at St. Anthony's School, and the boys program is located in Southeast at the Virginia Merrick Rec Center. Now, it's also the boys program, they work closely with the Tenley Study Center, which Danae mentioned as was a center of Opus Dei. And the girls program, we work closely with Van Ness Study Center. And in terms of programming, the boys focus mainly on sports and teamwork. So they get together, they play sports, football, basketball, soccer, things like that. And on the girls' side of things, we delve into performing arts. So it's more of a singing, dancing, and step. The girls love to step.
Excellent, excellent. Michelle, so what are some of the current initiatives that you have?
Well, in our summer program, we have a high school internship program for our 10th and 11th grade students. So 2 days out of the week, they are on site at the programs learning SAT prep, financial literacy, and professionalism courses. And in these courses, they learn about interview skills, they prepare themselves for career opportunities, and they also learn how to write their own resume. So we find that really beneficial for especially our young people who are entering the workforce in a couple years. And the other 2 days out of the week, they are at their internship site. And in the past, they have been to places such as law offices, different charities around the area, even to Capitol Hill.
Oh, and then which ages is this for?
This is for our 10th and 11th grade high school girls, right? And so, and every Friday they go on a college tour. So there are so many different colleges around this area, and so we take them there. They get to see the facilities, visit an admissions office, and just get a feel of what college will be like in a few years.
Excellent, excellent. So, ladies, what last words would you have to our viewers to attract them to your program?
Right. Well, just to know that if they were to be a part of our organization, it would really just be about virtue development and character formation, and that's the means through which the girls succeed and attain their goals.
Michelle, anything?
I just echo that. We really value our character education as well as academic excellence.
We'd like to thank our guests. To learn more about each of the guests we've had on the program, visit the show at the end, to view the credits at the end, rather. Also, the Pursuing a Dream Corporation will be in collaboration with a lot of other organizations to host the Young Risers program on November the 10th at the Clinton Branch Library. That's Saturday, November the 10th at the Clinton Branch Library. But again, to learn more about our guests, watch the end of the show to get their information. Thanks again.